this is a great little Easter project for the kids over Easter or before Easter. If they're bored, they've got nothing to do. Now, I decorated all of these little eggs in 2 evenings, so it took me about 5 or 6 hours sitting in front of the telly, and don't they look pretty? That little pink one. And they're just little foam balls that you can get, large ones, small ones, so very simple ones. All you need to do to make these is polystyrene balls, and or egg-shaped balls. You can make these for Christmas as well. And whatever shape you want, large ones, like I said, large, small. And you need a piece of foam, you need a pin. You stick the pin right in the very bottom of it, and that allows you to stand it in there for drying. Alright? The next thing you need is some paint. So a very, very soft bristled brush, and you paint this little egg all over, and you can also just hold it like that and just paint it. And once you've done, so you can paint it all in one go, you don't have to stop, put it down, let it dry, pick it up, paint the other side. So you could do it like that. If you don't have any large needles, this is a darning needle, use a skewer. So pop it in there, it's going to dry. When it's dry, then you will cover it in some beautiful glitter glue. And make sure all your glues are water-based. Please don't ever use acetone-based materials on polystyrene because it will melt it. This is a little bit more of a bristled brush, and it needs to spread the glitter glue. So you get your little coloured thing out and you put a little bit of glitter glue on that, and then you spread it all over nice and evenly. And once you've done that and pop it in there to dry, then you can get around to the decorating. The decorating part is fun. It should only take you about 15 minutes for the paint to dry, and maybe an hour, perhaps 2 hours, depending on the weather, for the glitter glue to dry. The next step is you need some pins, some beads and sequins, all these kinds of little things. You can pick these up for $2 in any of those little shops, and a little bit of ribbon. So look at this little gold ribbon here. See that one there? I've actually put that around this tiny one, and that was just enough to do that one. Or you can put around this one and make it a lot more fancy, and you just pin it into place. Okay, so the next step is to get your pin and put on it, just move everything here so we can see. Put a little bead on it. Okay, thread that on there. Choose your sequin, bead, whatever you want to do. Pop it in there like that, through the little hole. And if you notice, around the edges of these, you've got little tiny lines. You can actually keep a little dot at the top there, a little dot at the bottom, so you can keep an eye on where you're going with it. Just pop it in and stick it straight down. Look at that. So even a plain white, just paint it in plain white paint. That would look just nice like that too. So we've got all different colours and things that we can use. And as far as the ribbon is concerned, we'll just about out of this one. Very shiny. You just put it around there. Get your pin. We'll just take this little piece off. That's all I've got left on that roll. I'll have to get some more out. Pop it around there. Get your middle. Make sure you line it up. Stick your pin in there like that. Pop it in sideways and it holds it. Then when you get to wrap it around the other side, when it comes up to this side, hold them together, put the other piece over and stick it straight down. And that will hold your piece of ribbon or whatever you've got to put on there. There you go. Stand them all up to dry, and Bob's your uncle. You've got something really, really quite lovely. And you don't need to fill the kids up with all this chocolate. So have a look at that. Don't they look beautiful? A little chicken in there. So very plain, simple little things. You might need to be doing some of the pin work, but the kids can paint it. It's only water-based acrylic paint. So don't they look lovely? See the ribbons? And they're just put on with a little pin. Don't need to put glue on or anything like that. You can do any shape you want with anything. And these all were scraps. I think the whole thing cost me, what, $3? So you give each child one of these, or they can make them up for the adults. You sit down. It's a lovely, lovely school holiday project, isn't it? So don't they look pretty? And all the little Easter bunny chickens. There you go. So that's a school holiday project for the children for Easter.